Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an overview of the Seiko Museum in Ginza, Tokyo. The museum opened in 2020 and is free to enter, so in this video I'll be sharing my highlights during my visit. So the museum is split into 6 floors in the basement, with each floor having a different theme, and we're going to start our tour with the Grand Seiko Museum on the 6th floor. Here you'll see a mix of both new and vintage Grand Seikos, and I think my favorite part is this wall of all these vintage Grand Seikos that you can look at. And if you're someone like me who likes to collect vintage watches, this was actually really useful because I got to see authentic Grand Seikos in real time. And I'll keep in mind what authentic Grand Seikos look like when I'm bidding for them in auctions. Next we move to the 5th floor, which is called A Variety of Times, and on this floor you'll see a diverse array of Seiko watches. I think we forget sometimes that Seiko has released some really interesting looking watches in their history. For example, Seiko 5 watches used to come in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes. I think my favorite one though was this solar radio controlled watch with an e-ink display. The 4th floor was called Precise Seiko Time, and again we're going to see a diverse array of watches with different features and looks. I didn't even know that watches for the blind existed, but it looks like Seiko makes them. This watch is able to record voice notes and play them back. This is the world's first quartz watch, and I believe it cost the same as a small car back in 1969. This Seiko chronograph quartz watch has some very interesting pushers, and it actually inspired me to buy a similar model that was re-released recently. When we moved to the 3rd floor, I didn't spend too much time here because it talked about the history of timekeeping in general, and I was here to check out Seiko watches mainly, but it's still worth checking out this floor. Then on the 2nd floor, it talks about the history of Seiko in terms of how it was founded, how it was started, and for me, I've actually learned this before through reading Wikipedia and reading some books on Seiko, but if you haven't read up on Seiko's history, this floor is for you. Then we head down to the basement, and this floor is called Extreme Times, and you'll see things like stop clocks, stopwatches, and sports watches, and it features this giant stop clock that you'll see in sporting events like the Olympics. And finally, we conclude the tour with the 1st floor, which has the information desk, but also the gift shop, and there's a few different things you can buy here. And here you can see they have some pins, some snacks, folders, some glassware, and some books. I ended up buying the Seiko Museum Ginza book, which features over 200 pages of watches and clocks from Seiko's history. I also got this free 100th anniversary Seiko book, which features 100 stories from the Seiko brand. If you stop by the Seiko Museum this year, you might get a chance to get this free book, but I do believe that quantities are limited. And last but not least, I had to use the gacha machine that they had there. The machine had different pins featuring different watches throughout Seiko's history, and I ended up getting 3 of them and put some on my backpack. And that's it for the Seiko Museum. I highly recommend that you check it out if you're in Tokyo, and especially if you want to see some interesting and unique Seiko watches. So thank you guys for watching, subscribe for more videos, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.